Colonel Macfarland comes into Ramadi, and, God bless the Army. They say, you know what? We don't know how to do it, man. Try something. Anything, and we'll give you wide leeway. Okay? And I think that speaks very well of the Army. It doesn't speak so well that there aren't more Macfarlands in there, and I'm a little concerned about that. But at least there's one Macfarland, and at least they let him do what he's going to do. And their broad order to him was, hey, you know what? Don't pull a Fallujah. Don't go in there with a wrecking ball. But anything else, good luck, right? This was in yesterday's USA Today. I'll definitely put this up, the whole article for you on the website, because it's a really interesting article. And Macfarland goes in there and goes, how am I going to get this thing to work? Now, every other commander is building big bases on the outskirts of town, and keep his guys in there, go on senseless patrols. Nothing ever gets done. It's the Anbar province. It's where the Sunnis are. Ramadi was one of the headquarters of the Sunni insurgency / Al-Qaeda, two different groups, as you'll see in a second. Hopefully, if you listen to the show, you know already. And then those bases don't do any good. So he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build smaller little bastions within the trouble sector. So I'm going to go into the trouble sector. I'm going to set up base there. And then I'm going to do patrols there, local patrols. And then when I do the patrols, I'm going to live and learn, right? So, and then what's the first thing he learned? It turns out the guys in charge here are the tribal sheiks. Look at that, a smart guy. Figured out what the hell's going on, right? So he starts talking to the tribal sheiks. He tries to cut a deal with them. And some people warn him. They're like, no, don't trust the Arabs. The tribal sheiks are not good guys. You can't work with them. He's like, yeah, I got it, dude. They didn't gain power here by being benevolent, right? They do some shady deals, and some of these guys are smugglers, etc. He said, but I got to work with what I got to work with. I don't have time to get all theoretical about your good guys and bad guys. So he pulls the tribal sheiks aside, and he says, how do I get you to stop working with Al-Qaeda? Because Al-Qaeda is my enemy, right? And the tribal sheiks are like, I don't know, man. Last time we thought about that, Al-Qaeda killed everybody. And then the U.S. didn't really do anything, and the Iraqi government, they're like, that's a good one, the Iraqi government. No. So we kind of stepped aside, and we're letting Al-Qaeda do whatever they want. We're on the sidelines, kind of. And he says, look, how about I give you projects? And here's a brilliant stroke by Macfarland. He said, I'll let you be the police. Okay, your guys from your tribe, I'll let you be the police in your area, in your neighborhood, and I'll give you money to do that. Plus, you don't have to leave your neighborhood. See, because one of the main reasons that people didn't join the Iraqi army, or if they did, they'd leave as soon as there was a fight, was because they didn't want to fight outside of their own areas. They wanted to protect their own people, but if you sent a Sunni to Kurdish area or a Shiite to Sunni area, they'd be like, see, you wouldn't want to be you. I got no interest in being here. All this is going to do is get me killed, right? So he got one of the tribal sheiks to sign up to that, and he's like, look, that's reasonable. You're going to give me money, and I'm going to protect my tribe. That's what I want. Okay, that's a fair deal. Gets him to sign up. Al-Qaeda goes and kills that tribal sheik. Okay? Now, that's bad news, and you're thinking, oh, wow, Macfarland's plan falling apart, right? No. A month later, he shows up at another tribal sheik's house, or another sergeant does. I believe he was a sergeant. And he sees 23 other tribal sheiks there. He says, whoa, what's happening?
Barbecue.
Yeah. Roasting pig randomly, surprisingly. Hawaiian luau. No, they say, you know what happened?
Surprise party.
Surprise! You don't want a surprise party in Iraq, I'll tell you that right now. So, no, the 23 tribal sheiks have gotten together, and we're talking about how they're going to fight Al-Qaeda. They're like, oh, interesting. How did that happen? They're like, well, we got really pissed when they killed the other tribal sheik. You see that? First of all, it was brilliant on Macfarland's part to get the sheiks to work with him against Al-Qaeda in the first place. And then Al-Qaeda, because they're stupid and ultimately incredibly destructive, they attack the sheiks, thereby pissing them off, thereby driving all the sheiks to our side, in Ramadi. This is only in Ramadi, okay? And so, next thing you know, you had all the sheiks say, okay, sign me up. Give me the money. Let's do the policing. And you know what happened? The number of car bombs, IEDs, everything in Ramadi fell off a cliff. The minute a tribal sheik signs up to work with Macfarland and the U.S. Army, the violence pretty much ends in that area. There are smart people in this army. We got to find them. We got to promote them. We got to put them in charge. That's real good news out of Iraq.